Turn a brick of salt to a crack rock. Pussy get full like a laptop. And your main thought shit, mascot. Run through the floor at the trash spot. Suicide doors with a glass top. Talk about money, you a had not. And my lawyer tough like Matlock. Soon up in the corner, hit a K-pop. Pull up in the sucker in the gray drop. Hit a nigga up, then I skate out. Gotta lay low, then you fade out. Hit a nigga hole, take the safe out. 36 O's where you came bout. Send me fully loaded, blow your brains out. Hating on Louis with the hate bout. Gucci on the loafers and I'm stamped now. Clap back, whipping that cane, bagging a brick, fucking these hoes, drowning in six. Fork in the water, it's time to lock in. Pot on the stove, I'm at it again. Play with my order, I'm down in your man. Clip fully loaded, red dot on your head. VVS what? Watch cost a brick. Louis went gold, you niggas is sick. Back to the trap shit. Black K make him backflip. Pussy nigga, you a actress. Up the clip, got the trap lit. Kyle Lowry on the Raptor. 12 o'clock on the pastor. Throw 20, blow past you. You a sucker if you ask her. Turn a brick of salt to a crack rock. Pussy get full like a laptop. And your main thought shit, mascot. Run through the floor at the trash spot. Suicide doors with a glass top. Talk about money, you a had not. And my lawyer tough like Matlock. Soon up in the corner, hit a K-pop. Pull up in the sucker in the gray drop. Hit a nigga up, then I skate out. Gotta lay low, then you fade out. Hit a nigga hole, take the safe out. 36 O's where you came bout. Send me fully loaded, blow your brains out. Hating on Louis with the hate bout. Gucci on the loafers and I'm stamped now. Clap back, Christian Dior. Dripped in my pores, laced in velour. Tipping these broads, Louis and Gucci, my wrist kind of frauds. They paid me, you sue me, your clip getting tossed. Lauren the Fuji, she tricked till she score. Fuck for a Lucy, protect on her arm. Choke on choker, my neck kinda gone. You hating, I got it, I flex when you froze. Fresh up off the back block. 2 4s in a glass pot. Talk oil on my cash stock. Fuck hoes at the trash spot. Twin turbo bought a fast drive. 30 on the hip, nigga, man down. I'm that nigga that can't stand now. Middle finger to the feds now. Clap back. One threat. Turn a brick of salt to a crack rock. Pussy get full like a laptop. And your main thought shit, mascot. Run through the floor at the trash spot. Suicide doors with a glass top. Talk about money, you a had not. And my lawyer tough like Matlock. Soon up in the corner, hit a K-pop. Pull up in the sucker in the gray drop. Hit a nigga up, then I skate out. Gotta lay low, then you fade out. Hit a nigga hole, take the safe out. 36 O's where you came bout. Send me fully loaded, blow your brains out. Hating on Louis with the hate bout. Gucci on the loafers and I'm stamped now. Clap back, whipping that cane, bagging a brick, fucking these hoes, drowning in six. Fork in the water, it's time to lock in. Pot on the stove, I'm at it again. Play with my order, I'm down in your man. Clip fully loaded, red dot on your head. VVS what? Watch cost a brick. Louis went gold, you niggas is sick. Back to the trap shit. Black K make him backflip. Pussy nigga, you a actress. Up the clip, got the trap lit. Kyle Lowry on the Raptor. 12 o'clock on the pastor. Throw 20, blow past you. You a sucker if you ask her. Turn a brick of salt to a crack rock. Pussy get full like a laptop. And your main thought shit, mascot. Run through the floor at the trash spot. Suicide doors with a glass top. Talk about money, you a had not. And my lawyer tough like Matlock. Soon up in the corner, hit a K-pop. Pull up in the sucker in the gray drop. Hit a nigga up, then I skate out. Gotta lay low, then you fade out. Hit a nigga hole, take the safe out. 36 O's where you came bout. Send me fully loaded, blow your brains out. Hating on Louis with the hate bout. Gucci on the loafers and I'm stamped now. Clap back, Christian Dior. Dripped in my pores, laced in velour. Tipping these broads, Louis and Gucci, my wrist kind of frauds. They paid me, you sue me, your clip getting tossed. Lauren the Fuji, she tricked till she score. Fuck for a Lucy, protect on her arm. Choke on choker, my neck kinda gone. You hating, I got it, I flex when you froze. Fresh up off the back block. 2 4s in a glass pot. Talk oil on my cash stock. Fuck hoes at the trash spot. Twin turbo bought a fast drive. 30 on the hip, nigga, man down. I'm that nigga that can't stand now. Middle finger to the feds now. Clap back.
You already know what it is. We don't let nothing marinate. We get straight to the sauce. Everything saucy. Mr. Whip it to the you hear me? Arm & Hammer. It's the kitchen hour. It's the cook-up hour. And we're here to talk boxing all day. I'm not being sponsored by them, but if you ever had brain fog, you ever want to remember things and give your brain any type of food, You can purchase lion mane, certified organic. You can purchase the lion mane powder. I promise you, it works miracles, yo. It works miracles. No lie. I've been taking this over a week, and it's good. It's good. I mean, it's good. It's good for your body. It helps you out. Um, get rid of brain fog. Have you thinking like crazy. You know, um, this should be having me wired. And shout out. I gotta try this one, the turmeric one. I'm gonna try that out, see how it tastes. You know, um, but like me, I like stuff that's earthy. Excuse me. And yeah, another one, which is good for the brain too. Butterfly PT, the herbal tea, it's great. I drink it here and there. Probably tomorrow I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it tomorrow before I go live to show y'all. It be blow like on some. It be good. It be good. I like it's caffeine free, but besides that, we had to talk boxing. Man. We're watching a lot of fighters get exposed. Shout out to the Schofields for the first fighter ever, junior who stopped Tevin Farmer, the ex IBF champ. Tevin Farmer having been dropped or stopped for like 13 years. He never been stopped ever. But he did it. He put him on the floor 2 times. He did it. Shout out to Tevin Farmer yesterday. I couldn't go because I'm a house arrest, but the party they threw, the pool party they threw, you know. But besides that, we here to talk about the footage dropped. We watched for years. Papa Schofield stated that they beat Abdullah Mason up in sparring. Know what I mean, and then everybody putting this on James Prince. Me personally, I'm not gonna put it on OG the Don, the South Godfather of the South. I'm not gonna put that on. No, you can't put that on. No, you was running your mouth. You was running your mouth stating that your son did this, your son did that, blah, blah, blah. And somebody else, a whole other entity drops the footage, and you want to claim that it was him. Me personally, it's like, no, man, you put your foot in your mouth. So you got to deal with all of that. You don't want to put your foot in your mouth, so you got to deal with it, man. And the footage came out and it showed that it was vice versa. But if you're stating that that was the first round, then everything Shakur stated was facts. It's true. It's truth to it. And I'm here to stand what Shakur said. But one thing about Kid Austin, see, I'm gonna break this down, and this is why I tell my son about the first round. I'm gonna get the Shakur statement. Shakur's statement was in the first round, every fighter comes out powerful, which is fact. But every first round that we watch, we always watch that they want to figure each other out. Me personally, I always say that's the dumbest move. Now, my acknowledgement, my saying is, you go through training camp for how many months? 8 weeks, 10 weeks, 12 weeks, or sometimes a whole 6 months. It depends if you fight twice a year or even once a year, like Bud Crawford. But the key thing I'm saying is, you in training camp, you gotta eat sparring. You giving up 15, 20 rounds. You're giving up 15, 20 rounds of 6 minute to 9 minute rounds in sparring, right? Exactly. You getting elite sparring, right? So when you step into that ring, why you want to figure your opponent out? You already watch footage of him. You already watch tape. You know how he fight. You sparred them previously in the past. Why wait? And I always told my son this. Soon the first round come, attack mode. Attack mode. Why? Because he's stepping in the ring to try to figure you out, which I never understood. You already know his game plan. You watch him fight so many times. You watch the footage. Go in there and attack. So when you get in the first round and you already know your job, I'm not figuring you out. I already know how you fight. I already know what type of person you is, what type of fighter you is. I'm going in for the kill. I'm gonna drill you and get you up out of there. And that's what Floyd Jr. did. That's what he did, and we seen the situation what happened to Tevin. And just like I told my son when it happened, I said, "You see, this is what training can't for. Why you want to go in the first 2, 3 rounds? You want to figure your opponent out? No, you give him a game plan to attack you. So the best thing for you to do is as soon that bell ring, attack mode. Get that nigga out of here. Don't get him comfortable." And that's what Junior did, and I salute him for that. But when Papa run his mouth and states that you was doing such and such, and then a certain footage drop with 1 round, it proves that everything Shakur said was right about the first round. You feel me? But at the end of the day, no, drop the whole sparring footage so we can see how many times y'all spar. Y'all spar over two. You spar 2 times or more. Show the whole sparring session. Just don't show a round. We watched it before with the Devin Haney situation when Tank came off the jet lag and everything, punished Devin. But Dev Gold and Bill Gold was see Bill did this shit. When Bill did the Ryan, he did the Tank. And yo, we already got Floyd. Floyd the Victor Conti of this shit. So what we're gonna do is just survive. Don't quit, just survive. And that's what happened. And you see the outcome of the sparring shit. All right, Dev won, but he really lost. You got your ass whipped. The world seen it. You just ain't quit. The jet lag started kicking in. So we just seen it again with this type of situation. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, it's the cook about. I ain't gonna hold nothing back. And shout out to Benavidez, Benavidez, Anthony Yardy. Um, it's a great fight. And the reason I say that because I like Anthony Yardy. When Anthony Yardy first started, he made it real far and he never used to spar. He made it real far and he never used to spar. And my only problem was if that boy get the spar, he would have never took those losses. He would have been mean. But now I guess he spars now. It's going to be a great fight, but they can't take body shots. The Mexican monster is going to know making a clear statement. But me personally, that it's being on over there in Saudi Arabia, it's great because Turkey putting on the fight. But at the end of the day, like people understand Turkey is not putting on the fight. People got to understand what Ring magazine. It's a magazine. So right now, magazines don't pop. So what they doing? They giving you a digital magazine. This is a digital magazine. So every fight that happened is supposed to be posted. We know back then with the Ring magazine, when Oscar controlled it, the magazine it was popping, but it really wasn't like magazines wasn't out no more. Like so, what these people did, they just revamped it, and how they revamped it was, I'm sorry, I'm gonna state the truth is we're gonna put everybody across seas on top and the Americans, we're going to sprinkle them in. Just look at the rankings. The rankings tell you everything, man. See, that's one thing about rankings. Rankings tell you everything, man. Rankings tell you everything. I'm sorry. Rankings tell you everything. And that's what's wrong with this, the people that purchased it because you could be ranked at 126, have a loss, and the next thing you know, matter of fact, I'm gonna use Joe Cardino for an example. At 130, he get knocked out. Soon Shakur signed over to Matchroom Boxing, they ranked him. I think it was like number 13. No, but like number 13, number 11 for the WBC. Bro, you never had a fight at 135, so how are you being ranked? Make it make sense. How are you being ranked? But you let these people tell it, they want to tell you something different. You know what I mean? That's why I be looking at situations like, yo, y'all people be tripping, man. Niggas be trippy red out this joint. Nobody keep it tall. Everybody trippy red, man. Everybody trippy red. You know what I mean? I'm gonna keep it real. The only channel that I see that keep it tall out here, I'm not going to throw my son and them under the bus because they professional fighters. They're grown. But shout out to my guy H Money Boxing. You know, always keep it ill. The facts always speaks for itself. Shout out my man Kendrell. Facts always speaks itself. You know, shout out Ohio finest Green Green. Know what I mean? Green Green gonna always keep his fucking foot on people's neck. This is my squad, man. When it comes to really cooking up, because we really give it up. And like myself, I get B listed sometimes because they don't want you to speak the truth, but it's all about the truth. Why? Because there's no biasness. If I see one of them, I like every fighter, but if I see one of the great fighters, I like do some bullshit like Floyd. I was blind to the fact. You feel me? And I was knowing that yeah, Floyd was ducking a lot of niggas. But now as time progresses, like I gotta speak the fact. Like, yeah, he was ducking niggas. You know what I mean? I can't say he was one of the greatest of all time because you look at the resume, but he wasn't fighting niggas in a prime. Once he turned the money made, he wasn't fighting nobody in a prime. I'm only keeping it tall. Only nigga he probably fought in his prime was Canelo getting there, Marcus Madonna. But they made sure Adrian Broner took that loss because Floyd didn't want to see AB. Because people don't really know is AB whooped Floyd ass in sparring, and Earl Spence whooped both of their ass in sparring. He dropped AB and he fucked Floyd nose up again. At the Kodo fucked Floyd nose up, Earl Spence came back in. It was like 2015, 2016, 2015, 2016, they sparred. And he dropped Broner. Broner was tied up in the ropes. And when he got Floyd, I remember Floyd had the black joint on, the 49 and 0 joint on. I think it was 47 and 0 or 49 and 0 at the time. If I'm not mistaken, it was 46 or 47 and 0. He had the black shirt on with the cut off sleeve. And Spence got him in by the rope and busted shit all over. All of that dropped back then. But you ask you people, a lot of people forget it. How? If you forget it, you need some motherfucking Lion Man. You need some mushroom coffee or something to fix your memory. You know? And that's how I look at things and see things like that. A lot of people tend to forget what happens, and that's why I say about Floyd resume, like, bro, you could have fought Berto when you was elevated to super and Berto had the regular WBC. You could have fought Berto, but you didn't. You wait till Berto catch a bunch of losses, which is a bunch of lessons, and you retire fighting Berto when you could have retired fighting these three fighters. At that time, when you retired at the end of the Berto fight, you could have fought Danny Garcia. You would have fought Danny Garcia, MGM. Mayweather Garcia main event would have been the biggest fight at that time. Or you could have fought Showtime Sean Porter, who was your mandatory. These guys are always your mandatory. You duck them. All three of these motherfuckers was your mandatory. You duck. Porter just beat Berto ass. Just beat the shit out of Berto. And you choose Berto over Porter. In that fight, the winner was supposed to fight you, but you choose Berto instead of Porter. Then Thurman. Thurman come out, one time, slugfest, getting people out of here. He becomes your mandatory. You do the same thing. Those three big fights, you know. And I tend to tell people, how you forget all of this? How you forget back in 2014, Amir Khan popped Dirty, who was his trainer, Bomac. No, but I get listed because I talk about these things. No, I just want to have people have a clear mind of understanding, what you see and what you hearing. Sometimes it's best to do your own research and analyze the game, analyze the whole board. Remember, it's chess, not checkers. But at the end of the day, if you can play chess good, the same strategy you got in chess, you can use in checkers. And people be like, how? It's about opening your mind and learning every move. It's about your moves, man. But you let other people tell it, it just be a lot of hatred out here, and a lot of people just be like, F him. You feel me? F him. Like he ain't this, he ain't that. You know, that's why I say the Mayweather effect. Right now the Haney effect is taking place in boxing right now because we watching a lot of fighters, all of this PED stuff. But you like You telling people these niggas is guilty for PEDs when you work with a well-known nigga that went to jail and got found guilty for PEDs. Make it make sense, man. And you want me to believe anything that man say? Come on. All you gotta do is look up what Victor Conte was. Ostarine was part of it. So Ryan test positive for Ostarine. Like, come on, man. This was over 20 something years ago, man. You feel me? Over 25, 27 years ago, this man situation happened. Now all of a sudden, 25, 27 years later, Ostarine come back in. Then this clenbuterol shit. Like, bro, if a person have asthma, he's supposed to use his asthma pump. That clenbuterol is not gonna help him get to anywhere. You understand me? Because when a nigga got asthma, they spray, play a game, then come back and spray again because they lungs collapsing. But no, they let y'all tell it. Like the nigga not even a doctor. First of all, what people gotta understand is if I sign up to you, why I gotta draw my blood? Why I can't take the SNAP supplements that you supply to the world? No, you gotta give me something different than when you take my blood, which is my DNA, but you can blackmail me, etc., or put me at a place where I never was at. You understand me? Y'all get where I'm trying to go at? But you let that man tell you, he gonna tell you something different, man. And that's why I be telling y'all, like, yo, it's crazy. It's crazy how a false narrative can become the truth. And y'all believe that person. You gotta remember, PEDs do not help you hit hard. It's just it enhance your performance. Like if you like to fuck and you a minute man, you take a PED, you're gonna be a 15-minute man or a half hour man. If you fuck for a half hour, you take one, you're gonna be fucking for hours. Like, come on, man. Gotta make sense. But you let these people tell it, they gonna tell you something totally different. Then they come on here and tell you I'm not a doctor. Victor Conte came on here and tell you I can get PED supplements in your system and out your system faster than the FDA, the CDC, any government can detect it. I'm done. It's the icing on the cake. But they don't want people to tell the truth. I'm not sitting here making up any false accusations. This is the shit that come out of a person's mouth. So I'm just speaking and stating what is the shit that come out of a person's mouth. But you get blacklisted for it. I mean, you get delisted for the situation. You know, me, like I said, I love myself. I'm not worried about none of these pony motherfuckers. But the key thing about life is, you got to be prepared for certain situations that's out here. You know, and like I said, I love the sport of boxing. I love football, and I'm going to give you the real news. You understand me? Yeah. Let's get the fight week. No fight week is here. Uh, really, only a couple days. We got what 5 days in a wake up. Serrano, Taylor 3. Uh, is they gonna burn her? And that's all I want to know. Is they gonna rob Amanda again? Because if Amanda wins, this is gonna be the first time in history we going not the first time, but female wise, we gonna get 4 to 5 fights. Because there's gotta be a 6 piece. It's gotta be a 6 piece nugget. You understand me? This fight gotta be a 6 piece nugget. Y'all robbed her 2 times. We understand it. Top rank. Take the cook up out, man. And you gotta do certain things in this joint. But besides that, man, uh, the card is lit. Shout out to sexy Alicia Bumgarner and Amanda Serrano, both beautiful queens. Even Katie, they all beautiful women. They come in to fight. I wish, you know, I like Clarissa Shields a lot. And she don't get crowned a lot. We watched. Oh, Bug Cross. No, Tio did it first. He got the first lineal, but before any of them, by the time they became 2-time undisputed, Clarissa Shields was like 3 times undisputed. Know what I mean? Her accolades is better than Mayweather's. Her accolades is the best person in boxing accolades is Clarissa Shields. This is I'm not saying that because she's a female. No, I'm stating that because she did this shit. You understand me? She did it. Go look it up. Some people stating that she's 4-time undisputed. And if you look at the division she stepped in, she did all that. When I was looking up 3-time, another like staying on it, and she see 4 times. You know what I mean? And I'm like, dang, she don't get the accolades and respect that she deserves. Everything is like it's a competition with these women and 2 women in 2 different weight classes. But Clarissa, though, Amanda Serrano beat Katie Taylor. We all know that is that people just don't want to keep it real. And I feel as though for women's boxing, you know, MVP is the way to go. But if like Golden Boy at Top Rank could have picked up Clarissa Shields, but it's like they had different plans for her. And I'm glad she didn't go that route. And the reason I state that because if she would have went that route, she wouldn't be what she is right now. I mean, she wouldn't be what she is right now, 4-time undisputed. Yeah, I'm saying that shit. She 4-time undisputed. They go look it up yourself. Um, but right now, just working with a certain promotional company will help you out more. Just the bashing gotta stop. And the reason I say that because it's the mentality we grew up in, the neighborhoods we grew up in. You let anybody else call it, they're gonna call it the ghetto, the trenches, but they act like we some dumb motherfuckers when we not, when we really intelligent people. We some real intelligent beings. But these people mask us, and what I mean by that, like the news, they cause fear amongst us, which causes a lot of hysteria so they can make up a lie, and like I say, a certain narrative will become the truth, a lie will become the truth, and this is what we see in women's boxing, and we need women boxing to come together. And then for people saying they coming to save boxing and whole, but the pays is out, like ain't it's super disrespectful. It's like, bro, how the fuck you coming to save boxing? How you coming to save boxing if we gotta sign NDAs? How is a magazine coming to say boxing when it's just a magazine and y'all forgetting the people that's putting on the fights is the promoters? The promoters are paying these fighters. The promoters they sign under, not Turkey. I want y'all to let that marinate. Like I say, don't let shit marinate. We get straight to the sauce. They get everything saucy. But I want you to let that marinate in your memory. Remember, it's a magazine. Because if it was like that, remember Oscar owned the Ring magazine. He owned the Golden Boy. So if it was like that, that means Ring magazine would have been putting on all the major fights. But it's just a magazine. See? I don't drink sugar. So when I punch you motherfuckers, I put a hole through your head. You understand? Like I'm for the duff. You understand? You want an orthodox? Or you want a southpaw? You want a southpaw? You understand? When I turn southpaw, I'm smoking. When I'm orthodox, I'm just playing with you. You understand? But when that southpaw stance come in, God, treacherous. My age, man, I'm in good shape. You know what I mean? I'm in good shape. I don't do much. I can get up, do a fucking 100 push-ups, couple sit-ups, some squats, and rest myself, man. If I wanted to take it hard, this should be cut like a bag of dope, but it's cut like a bag of study. You know what I mean? You did. But we won't talk about it. Then you got Shakur Berlanga the day after the 12th. Um, we watch it again. We synced it with the Shiraz Adamas. Now we watching it with Shiraz and Ben Langa, but just in a text format. Now what I'm taking out of this is This is what I'm taking out. Berlanga and Shakur got to get a knockout. They can't leave it in the judge's hands. And the reason I'm stating that is because if you leave it in the judge's hands and the person have a certain output, even that output they ain't land, they're going to rob them and give it to them. And that's what I see. It's just like, oh man, this shit crazy. Like, before I get to that, breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. Breaking news. Jesse Bam Rodriguez just signed another contract for what? Later on this year, but he got to get July 19th off the way, right? Brian Norman Jr. The first offer Boots offered him, they offered him 4 offers. So the first time Brian Norman Jr. ducked 4 times. 500,000, 700,000, 1 million, which was 1.2 million. Then they added another 5 more and 1.7. People forget about that. They offer him 4 offers the first time. He ducked all 4. Chose Derek. Bam. After the Derek fight, you're supposed to fight Boots right there. You're supposed to fight Boots after the Derek fight. All of a sudden, you got this anime motherfucker walking up, and you stated before he's ready. He said, yeah, he ready, gave you the note, and you said, I want the big fight. I want all of the champions first. Then what you see what Boots did to Stanionis that Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 5 days later, you choose to sign a contract to fight Jin Saki. So who bitched up? You did. So you go fight Jin Saki. Why the fuck Boots should wait around for you? You go fight a no name, bro. A no name. A nigga that come from a low weight class. The same shit with Jeff Horn, who fight at 130 and 175. Make this shit make sense, man. You top rank niggas, man. Y'all niggas be trippy red, bro. Y'all niggas be trippy red. Niggas don't put in no pain, stating that a person putting in all this pain, and you watching ducks in real life time, man. Then the nigga offer you during the Jin Saki fight. Y'all knew he was gonna move up. He said the only reason I stay right here, Boop said, I stay right here if you sign this $2.4 million contract while you fighting him. They went on Mill City and turned that shit down because he ain't believe in his son. I believed in your son more than you believed in your motherfucking son because I know your son was gonna knock his bum ass the fuck out. Who the fuck is Jin Saki? Nigga coming from 126, bro. Who the fuck is Jin Saki? Make it make sense. 126, 130, 135, all the way to 147. Make it make sense. But you ducked him that time just to sign a contract for 2.4 million. So that makes it 5 times you ducked Boots. Because remember, the first time they offer you 4 offers: 500,000, 700,000, 1.2 million, then 1.7 million. You ducked that shit, nigga. And then all of a sudden, come back around, they just offer you 2.4 million just to sign the contract, and you duck that. Now you want to stay in the nigga running? How? The nigga about to go fight for a title at 154, nigga. About to fight for another title at 154, the WBA. And yes, everybody at the 154 division, y'all want to state, right, is real email champions because they stripped the king of 154, which is Charlo. And Bud, you could have went up there and fought Charlo instead of Magimon, but you ducked the nigga, man. Now Boots become your mandatory for the 3rd time. We about to duck it because of Canelo. Because remember, the first time, that WBO route, you ducked Boots for how long? 3.5 going on 4 years? Then the nigga went the IBF route and Spence ducked him for 3 years because Spence went to go collect all of the belts at welterweight and beat all of the welterweights at the time, but never fought Boots, but ended up fighting you. But me personally, I knew when I seen the Porter and Spence fight, I said, Boots is smoke. Smoke this motherfucker. Then you end up doing it, but remember, you got Victor Conte. This time your gloves didn't explode because every fight you had at welterweight, that's why I call him bust him open. Bud, go back and watch him. All his gloves bust open. But the key thing is, 2015, when Bo Mack got caught for popping dirty with American, y'all ran the Victor Conte to cover the PEDs up. Hat out of the cat is out of the motherfucking bag. The rabbit out of the hat. I just pulled a rabbit out of a motherfucking hat. Why? Because it's all facts. Niggas not an opinion. It's all facts. do your own research, you're going to see everything I'm stating is the truth. Everything I'm stating is the truth. But I understand certain boxing content creators, they want interviews with people. Me personally, I promise you, I'll probably do it by like September. I'm about to start doing some interviews. Um, my interviews is going to be based on a certain lane. You know what I mean? Because I'm not going to dictate the people that's already up here. If I happen to get one of them interviews, so be it. But my intentions is focusing on everybody that's coming up, so y'all can get to understand their name. You know what I mean? This is why TKO coming out. You know, so y'all can know it's more fighters out there that's super duper nice that'll fuck around and whoop these niggas that y'all think ass. But they're not getting the acknowledgement. You know what I mean? They're not getting the acknowledgement. You know, shout out to Pro Box, you know, doing their thing. Shout out to Danny Garcia, Boots Promotions. Shout out to OTX. Shout out to Team Combat League. You know, the reason I'm stating these people because you know they putting on even across season Dubai. Shout out to grassroots boxing. You know what I mean? Me personally, I can go over the grassroots and be the champ. I'll whoop all their ass. But me personally, I want to fight Sean Haney. I want to be Sean Haney's first pro fight. And nigga, I can call my PO and be like, yo, I got a boxing fight and I'm about to turn pro. Like, can I go over there and rumble? Nigga, I'll be in the ring with a beat on my leg, whooping your ass. I want to fight Sean Haney. Spar or something. I just want to put him down. You know what I mean? I want to put him down to show Bill. You got to chill, nigga. You got to chill. You put in. Like, you damaged your son's career, man. If you would have left it like that, Dev would have been cool. Everybody would have been like, Dev would have been the warrior that he is. And the last performance he had, we wouldn't never mind that because he was like, oh, he getting his shit back. But by you putting that stain, that black eye on him, we ain't gonna never look at him the same. You feel me? Now, mind you, yes, Devin Haney can knock Brian Norman Jr. out. Yes, the fuck he can. Yes, Devin Haney fought more elite fighters than Brian Norman Jr. Yes, he can. Yes, he did. Not can. Yes, he did. But it's all about Devin Haney taking one of them motherfucking punches. Because this is what the Jose Ramirez fight was for. We wanted to see how Yo Chen was. No? Just saying though. But now, you know, we're going to see, you know, we can't call Brian Norman Jr. elite because he ain't beat nobody elite yet. You know what I mean? We watched him with a okay fighter in Bocheco. And you can go on YouTube right now and punch up Brian Norman versus Bocheco, and the fight is not up. And if you do come across the fight, all you're going to see is certain clips. You're going to see certain clips, just like the Keyshawn Davis versus Nahir Wu Albright. You only see clips. The full fight not up. Why the full fight not up? Because Nahir was whooping Keyshawn ass. It was a draw fight. It was a draw. The fight should have been came a draw. Keyshawn never should have won. It could have became a draw, but Nahir was exposing. Wu was exposing Keyshawn. Just go. The full fight was up. You're going to see what I'm talking about. But they only got clips. Just like when you watch what. See, this is the thing about Top Rank. This is the corny shit they do. Even Bud Crawford when he fought Earl Spence Jr. You watch Gary when the fight first come on. When he used to come on, you see Bud sitting down, wrapping his hands. And you got Gary right here talking to Bud. When he put the mic to Bud, all you got to do is listen to the commentators. Andre Ward, Timothy Bradley, Abner Mars, etc. And you hear Timothy Bradley state, like, yo, why Bomac is not wrapping his hands? Why Bud's doing his own raps? He's putting tape on skin. That's illegal in boxing. This is fact. He went out there and you seen the outcome. Just saying, though. But if Bud would have lost, Victor Conte would have tried to pull the rabbit out of a hat and say he tests positive for PD. Just like Bill Haney, when he made that statement about Eddie Reynoso, he done fucked everything up. Why? Because Canelo beat his. Canelo beat his shit. Ryan was under Derrick James, right? Louis Neri wasn't and even an Eddie Reynoso fighter at the time, and he proved his innocence. You know what I mean? Munguia, y'all only doing that to him because Shiraz at the time was a Vada fighter, and he ended up coming up, whooping his ass, getting him out of here. Then you got Oscar Valdez. But the key thing is to this shit is for Victor Conte, nigga, the whole America, the whole world meat is contaminated with steroids, nigga. So what the fuck is you talking about? Thank you. But why should I believe Victor Conte when he just came home from jail for steroids? Y'all want to believe a nigga that just came home from jail for steroids? Like, come on, man. And the reason I'm sad for Victor Conte, because Devin Haney and Bill Haney bringing him back the fuck up. I can understand Victor Conte because, you know, me growing up at being a felon, a drug dealer, a menace to my community, a menace to society, which I was labeled. And then, you know, I come home and give you 6, 7 years out of trouble, then y'all come back and put a case on me. I feel how Victor Conte feels. Dad, why you bringing that man? Like, why y'all bringing him back up to this shit? Change his lifestyle. Now everybody thinking like, oh, just like how they think about me, the courts think about me. Niggas want to think about Victor Conte the same way. Oh, bro, you don't cheat for PEDs. You know what I mean? That's what people going to think because that's the last time we seen you in the light. And that's fucked up because a man getting his life together, you know, got his business booming. Now you making it become a problem. Just saying though. Just saying though, man. Like I say, I beat Sean Haney ass first pro fight. I don't give a fucking turn pro 2 years from now. I'll be 43 and still whoop his ass. Nigga, I look good for this age, bro. What the fuck you talking about, man? And Bill, I'm really undefeated in these streets, nigga. I don't know you, nigga. And you could call any one of these rap niggas in the city, man. These niggas ain't like that. I'm trying to tell you, these niggas ain't like that. And I guarantee you, the entourage gonna tell them. Because we all, majority of us know each other. Oh, you probably got some killers in your entourage. 9 times out of 10, them niggas might be my family. They gonna leave that shit alone. That boy different, man. But I beat you the fuck up. You know? But that's what I say about boxing right now. Every narrative becomes truth. We just watched Brian Norman Jr. duck Boots, but now Boots duck Jr. We just seen this shit with our own eyes. Say, come on, man. Come on, man. Like the Canelo hate is real. It was the Floyd hate, the Canelo hate, the Tank hate, and that was the Boots hate. The Boots train crazy. Everybody, oh, he get hit too much. How? If a nigga threw 100 punches and only landed 7, that's getting hit too much? I watched Tim Bradley. Tim Bradley. Top ranked Tim. You ducked Earl Spence. You ducked it, Earl Spence. Earl Spence made you retire. So when you had to fight Earl Spence, he became your mandatory. You retired, nigga. Stop it. Chill, Papa, chill. Stop it. And yeah, I can state that Floyd ducked you. Yeah, I can say that. Because we all wanted to see Tim Bradley versus Floyd Mayweather. At 140, we all wanted to see Cotto versus Mayweather at 140 at the time. See, y'all people don't remember this because y'all just started watching this shit. Or y'all just started to become a certain person fanboy. But when you were a fan of the sport, you remember 30 years from there. Understand me? I remember in 91. No. Let me take that back. I remember when Tyson fought Frank Bruno. I think my mom run to the bathroom. Yo, I turned my head, I turned around. Bruno down for the count. That's how fast Tyson was getting niggas out of here. You couldn't turn your fucking head. You couldn't get on that big ass cell phone. You couldn't do none of that because it was coming. And that's what everybody paid for. Channel 81, 82 on the chip box. Oh, God, half of you niggas never had that shit because you wasn't there when the shit was popping. And I gotta tell niggas, our era, like for instance, back in the day, sneakers, you can buy a pair of fucking shell tops. The shells were so hard like Ninja Turtles, like turtle shells. It was crazy. Converse, the chuckers. You wear a size 5, you buy them, let's say I wear a size 7, I buy a size 7, them bitches was like a size 9. They was like boats on your feet when you walk. But now they changed the material, which is you niggas is manufactured, bro. All of these niggas is manufactured, bro. All of, like you watch this. I tell my son this shit all the time. I say, son, this is no lie. Like this generation is manufactured. A bunch of manufactured niggas, man. And the reason I say that because half of your trainers, a lot of them know tradition, but they not sticking to the key tradition. They want to be YouTube trainers. They want to not YouTube trainers. They want to be social media trainers. Everybody doing the same shit. Instead of when you used to go to a gym, you never used to hit the pads the first day or the first week. It took you like 90 days to 6 months before you started touching the pads and touching the bag. Why? Because they made sure your footwork was great and somewhat they can work with, and they made sure you learned the book, you learned the rules, you learned the book. Now they don't even give you the book no more. It's like when I seen Tank and Roach round number 9, and I seen it, I'm like, damn, yo. I always thought the nigga was kind of cuckoo. You know what I mean? But I'm like, damn, he's smart. He's smart. You know what I mean? When he told Frank, I'll open your eyes, but he's smart. When I seen that shit, I'm like, oh, he took that knee, raised his hand. He did everything he was supposed to do. But the ref was surprised that he did. That's when he started to count. He had to take it back because you know the rule. You know if a punch don't land, none of that. You can take 3 paces back, kneel on your left knee, raise your hand, and turn to your left wherever the referee at, and be like, yo, time. That's how a fighter called timeout besides the referee. Then you go back to your corner, tighten up your gloves, get the grease out your face, like the Vaseline, etc. But you let these people tell it, they're going to tell you a whole different narrative, man. I'm just saying, though. Just saying, though, man. Like, I'm gonna give you game. I'm gonna give you gems all the time. Cause like I say, man, it's all facts. It's not an opinion, man. It's all facts. I don't want to argue with people. You know, I did that shit before, man. You know, sometimes people don't know how far a nigga reaches. My shit like a tree branch. You know, I get love a lot of places. Now, I mean, some places I ain't even touch. I just got people that moved over there. And, you know, when they get over to the places they at, they end up running this shit. So when a nigga go over there, feed on that land, nigga, I'm moving like a king. And I'm only stating reality, nigga. I'm moving like a king, man. But yeah, man. Thanks for everybody tuning in. We gonna get back on the algorithm soon. You know, I always gotta do the cook up hour in the morning. I gotta start doing it more. Uh, you know, hopefully later on I get into one, but I'm gonna start doing live commentary. You feel me? Again. But besides that, man, hit that subscribe button. Let me know what you think in the comments. Share it, get it out there, man. We gotta promote this, we gotta perform this and get it out there. You hear me? I'm gonna get back at you on it just like that. Dollar.
One threat. Turn a brick of salt to a crack rock. Pussy get full like a laptop. And your main thought shit, mascot. Run through the floor at the trash spot. Suicide doors with a glass top. Talk about money, you a had not. And my lawyer tough like Matlock. Soon up in the corner, hit a K-pop. Pull up in the sucker in the gray drop. Hit a nigga up, then I skate out. Gotta lay low, then you fade out. Hit a nigga hole, take the safe out. 36 O's where you came bout. Send me fully loaded, blow your brains out. Hating on Louis with the hate bout. Gucci on the loafers and I'm stamped now. Clap back, whipping that cane. Bagging a brick, fucking these hoes. Drowning in 6, fork in the water, it's time to lock in. Pot on the stove, I'm at it again. Play with my order, I'm down in your man. Clip fully loaded, red dot on your head. VVS what? Watch cost a brick. Louis went gold, you niggas is sick. Back to the trap shit. Black K make 'em backflip. Pussy nigga, you a actress. Up a clip, got the trap lit. Kyle Lowry on the Raptor. 12 o'clock on the pastor. Throw 20, blow past you. You a sucker if you ask her. Turn a brick of salt to a crack rock. Pussy get full like a laptop. And your main thought shit, mascot. Run through the floor at the trash spot. Suicide doors with a glass top. Talk about money, you a had not. And my lawyer tough like Matlock. Soon up in the corner, hit a K-pop. Pull up in the sucker in the gray drop. Hit a nigga up, then I skate out. Gotta lay low, then you fade out. Hit a nigga hole, take the safe out. 36 O's where you came bout. Send me fully loaded, blow your brains out. Hating on Louis with the hate bout. Gucci on the loafers and I'm stamped now. Clap back, Christian Dior. Dripped in my pores, laced in velour. Tipping these bras, Louis and Gucci, my wrist kinda frauds. They pay me, you sue me, your clip getting tossed. Lauren the Fuji, she tricked till she scored. Fuck for a Lucy, protect on her arm. Choke on choker, my neck kinda gone. You hating, I got it, I flex when you froze. Fresh up off the back block. 2 4s in a glass pot. Talk oil on my cash stock. Fuck hoes at the trash spot. Twin turbo bought a fast drive. 30 on the hip, nigga, man down. I'm that nigga that can't stand now. Middle finger to the feds now. Clap back.